We're alive, right? We're alive. Looks like we're alive. Yeah, I know we're alive. We're alive. Anyway, hey everyone, Jessup here. Back with another live stream about a certain webcomic y'all might know. Called Homestuck. Now, if you don't know what Homestuck is, it's an infamous webcomic way back from, or starting in 2009, I think, with over 8,000 pages, and it follows the story of 4 kids who who start a game that ends up ending the world. There's a whole lot of timeline shenanigans. There's a big, kind of dumb, complicated plot, and the world is ending. Well, Earth is already basically dead, at least all the humans on Earth, and won't be properly inhabited by any sentient life for at least a couple of 100 years, I think. Or at least, like, a couple decades. And now the medium, the world in which all our characters inhabit, is also ending. And, well, I guess the Earth isn't technically dead yet, but we know it's going to die. All the humans on Earth are gonna die, and maybe in a couple decades some other creatures are gonna spawn up. Actually, we know that's gonna happen, because we've already seen it. But we're at the end of Act 4 out of 7, which would make you think that we're, oh, you know, a bit over halfway done. Or not. But let's just continue anyway, shall we? Rose, aggress. This is my final entry. My co-players and I have made every earnest attempt, with occasional relapse, to play this game the right way. I've been meticulous in documenting the process to help our peers and successors through the trials should we fail. In my hubris, I believe these classes were relegated to the Earthbound, but in even this quaint supposition I was in error. Our otherworldly antagonists have assured us of our inevitable failure repeatedly. While the gods whispered corroboration in my sleep, I believe them now. I just blew up my first gate. I'm not sure why I did, really. I am not playing by the rules anymore. I will fly around this candy-coated rock and comb the white sand until I find answers. No one can tell me our fate can't be repaired. We've come too far. I jumped out of the way of a burning fucking tree, for God's sake. Wow, not like you, Rose, to, use swears. I've used a spell to rip this walkthrough from Earth's decaying network and seal it in one of the servers floating in the first of the string. The gods may disperse the signal throughout the cosmos as they wish. Perhaps it will be of use to past or future species who, like us, have been ensnared by Sky's malevolent trendles. In case it wasn't clear, magic is real. Pardon my egress, you're on your own now. Rose Lalonde. Hours in the future. The war where he calls another broken planet home. Another cloth his garb, lands and rags fit for the wayward. A villain becomes a vagabond. Recent past is recalled. An accursed mascot is located among fallen brethren, its visage reviled. A rag of souls drifts from the heavens, its owner a mystery. A boy finds her a dead friend, her ring recovered. A boy sees himself in a cloud, his destination revealed. A mistress becomes a mendicant, past is recalled. A communication device is borrowed, a rendezvous arranged. The slayer is summoned, the collateral presented. Withdrawal is beckoned. The bargain ought not. A boy finds the castle, his courier's path crossed. The mail is delivered, an obligation satisfied. The package is opened. Let us read. John, from what I heard here tell, been through a bit of an adventure by the time you're reading this. That's so great. I love adventure. I would bet my bottom boombuck that you do too. I think we are birds of a feather, John. I'm pretty eager to meet you. I'm pretty eager to meet you. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned we are going to meet someday. I hear you like movies, is that right, John? I love movies too. Have you ever seen Weekend at Bernie's? So freaking hilarious. It's hard to talk to Jade about movies because she doesn't really know about movies, but I'm sure you know that. Boring. Haha, just kidding, Jade. I know. You know I love you and I think you're a blast. Okay, speaking of Jade, it's been quite a long time working on this present for you. It was a big team effort. Okay, I had to do quite a lot to go along with helping present for you and so well in advance, but I had my arm sort of twisted around myself to get this place. But then she came around to that idea because she can see the future. Pretty amazing if you ask me. It'll all be clear later. Get Zooks with all this arm twisting. I've been getting a good workout. We should wrestle when we... Hey, John, I love to wrestle, but I don't get a chance to wrestle with anyone that much. Do you like to get into fisticuffs, John? Scrums and whatnot? Me too. Anyway, you should listen to Jade from here on out, John, because she sure seems to know what's best for you. Whatever your adventure throws at you, I'm sure she'll tell you you can handle it. She believes in you. There's another page to this letter. There's another letter from a different author. It's in a dirty diaper. I almost forgot to mention what's in the box. Sorry. This shit's so small. I mean, obviously small. Contents. During a close of a kidnap. Dear John. Dear John, happy birthday! Even though it's super late and you probably went through a lot of trouble to get it. I really hope this present cheers you up. I look so sad while you were reading my letter. Which is say the one you're reading right now. I can explain. I see, when I go to sleep, in my dreams I wake up on the moon of a planet called Prospect. But now you must know about this place. I've lived there in my dreams most of my life, and I made so many friends there over the years. You were there too, but you were asleep. The fact that you're awake now, I think they're in trouble. You're awake because it is your job to hint them. We will both help them. But I know these things because while I was on the moon, whenever it passed through sky, I could see lots of things in the clouds. The past, the future, stuff about our friends, stuff about you. Now that you're awake and apparently at the center of sky, wow. You should be able to see clouds too. Maybe you already have. About this present, my pen pal helped me work on it. He included the letter too. He's really funny and silly. I like him a lot and I think you would too. It took a long time between the two of us, and I'm sure the present looks like a fun and completely ridiculous thing to get, but it is also really important. You're getting it exactly when you need it most. Maybe that's hard to believe, but it's true. I saw it happen already. I don't see everything, John, but I definitely don't know. And I definitely don't know everything that's going to happen. But when I do know something, I always try my best to help people in the future. When I'm supposed to, that is. You'll get the hang of it. John, I am really looking forward to see you when you wake up. It's been nice playing with my forbidden friends and all, but also kind of lonely knowing you were in the Earl's house sleeping having lousy dreams. I'm not sure where I am when you're reading this, but I'm sure I'll make it down to where you are soon. Jeez, how do you get down there? Oh well, I'll find out. I can't wait to fly around the moon with you and show all my places. It'll be so much fun. Jade. It's Dream Jade. She's dead. A boy's grief is interrupted. His ring is sought. The toy has taken a new master. The tactician. A misstep. Check. Hours in the future. Unregulated becomes a renegade. Recent passwords recalled. A temple fled and soon revisited. Nearby laboratory is also revisited. Its satellites dispatched. A sleeping boy is found, rumbling, ominous. The lab is in flight. Its exits inoperative. Another public servant makes a sacrifice. A citizen's safety secured. A tyrant is retreating. A battleship landing. Oh, I think that's Jade's grandpa. Bye-bye. A grandfather mourns. A family tradition honored. A queen mourns. A kingdom bid farewell. Hours in the future. A journey through the windswept must be walked alone. Her entourage bid farewell. A queen becomes equestrian. And then years. Key is employed. A command station repaired. There's another cloud. Inside a dark laboratory unused for years. And inside a fourth wall pilfered from a bureaucrat's office and absconded with years ago. It isn't turned on, but if it was, this is almost certainly what we would see. Recap 2. Typing up from where we left Law. Yeah. I'm not gonna read this because why would I read a I don't want to read this, but basically, I guess I can summarize. Where we last left off, one of the trolls, helped John go to Rose's world. He got a bunny. Pranked another troll. Dream Rose did some stuff. I don't remember exactly what it is. Land of Blood and Rain. Yeah, on the Land of Land of Blood and Rain, Rose's mom defeated a monster. John then went over there. And then John, I don't know. John found some ruins after following Jade's grandpa. In the laboratory, he found the pony and created clones of himself, his friends, and their guardians. One of the black aliens sort of used Dave's brother Dirk, I believe. Dave's brother Dirk surfboard, and then and created a Becquerel, a weird dog, by combining normal dog and weird DNA from Rose journals. He then hides in the lab when one of Jack Noir's henchmen comes to try and steal him. And Jay would then get the beta. And then the thing was sent, and Jade got the beta. Dave created some journal duplicates after he did some alchemy, and Rose also did some alchemy. They got suited up, and And apparently she began to meet some fucking gods. She burned the journal. Rose burned the journal. Dave, after looking through it, also burned his too. But actually didn't because they were stolen. Time shit. Previously unseen, the way Dave entered the medium was as follows. As the meteor was bearing down on the city, Dave climbed the radio tower, sword in hand, to built by the crow sprite. Then the sprite guarded the egg, which unknown to Dave simply needed time to hatch before he could enter. The sprite pecked his head and he fell. He was saved by his bro's rocket board. Meanwhile, Dave's bro chopped the meteor in half, saving the thing and making it so he could go and do the thing. Then there was some stuff that happened on Skya with and then Skya transforms every once in a while when people get in. White and black fight, but Jack Noir killed basically everyone except for a few people who managed to escape. John made his past versions of himself and everyone else go back in time. Blah blah blah, some tying up some loose ends. And then, he made all the babies. And then they each got sent on a meteor, an object. And then they sent a bunch of stuff with there. Yeah, then they were. Yeah, and then the funniest scene in all of fiction was made where John reenacted a scene where he gave some bunnies to some of the weird kids. Meanwhile, Carcat, even though his name isn't disclosed yet, but I'm pretty sure that's Carcat, aka Carcinogeneticist, but I'm pretty sure it's just Carcat. God, cringed severely. And then a bunch of other snoozelands got tied up. Then they went to Skya. Jade remained asleep. AT. Jack was super mega evil still. Dave's World, the land of Heat and Clockworth. Dirk Strider fought with Jack briefly, but he absconded. The end of Act 4. Rose completed the final game facts walkthrough entry. The 4 exiles land on Earth, where we also saw them. On the battlefield, Dream John found Dream Jade's body and took the ring. It's more stuff happens. More stuff happened, and yeah, we saw that last episode. Or now. Act 5. Elsewhere in Paradox Space, we examine another planet forgotten by time, but we will try to remember what was this planet's name. Enter name. Oh, haha, nice one, Smarty Pants. Really hilarious. But let's get real here. No more clowning around. Try again. That's much better. In fact, as it happens, your guess is precisely correct. What are the odds? We examine the planet Alternia. Somewhere on this planet, there's a young troll. Hi, Bent. This young troll stands in this respite block. It just so happens that today, the 12th bilunar perigee, of the 6th dark season's equinox, is the day of this young troll's larval awakening, also known as his wriggling day. Though it was 6 solars ago he was given life, it is only today he will be given a name. 6 Alternian solar sweeps, for convenient reference, is equivalent to 13 Earth years. Earth, also for convenient reference, is a planet that does not exist. What will the name of this young troll be? Enter name. Which is something predictably derogatory, and this guy gets fed up with your shenanigans in record time. This guy has a lot of troll pals, and their adventures are going to be quite extensive and convoluted, to an even greater degree than one perhaps may be accustomed. He thinks that if you think that time to drag out every little gag and expected pattern along the way, you've got another thing coming. He thinks you should cram that sobering understanding in your chinnitz's wind hole and tamp it down hard with your ugly, stupid-looking cartilage dump. Try again. Your name is Karkat Vantas. As was previously mentioned, it is your wriggling day, which was barely even worth mentioning. It is an anniversary, if anything, to lament the faults of your existence, of which there are assuredly plenty. Equally plenty, and somewhat related to the topics, are your interests. You have a passion for ridiculously terrible romantic movies and rom-coms. You should really be embarrassed for liking this dreadful cinema, but for some reason you are not. You like to program computers, but you are notoriously pretty awful at it. Your programs invariably damage the machines on which they are executed, which is just as well, since you to believe you. In computer viruses, when you mature, you aspire to join the ranks of the most lethal members of your society, the treasure Cusioners. You'd like to practice with your really cool sickle, but just wind up looking kind of a doofus by yourself in your room. You like to chat with some of your other troll pals, most of which drive you batshit up the fucking belfry. You have been trying out a new chat client beta called Trollian, and you're not really you think about it. Your troll tech is carcinogeneticist, and you speak in a manner that is almost exclusively ordinary all the time. Later you will play a game with 5 other friends and go on a big adventure with them. This game, for convenient reference, is a game that does not exist yet, but it will soon. What will you do? Karkat, examine slimy purple pot. Is your Recuperacon. With nourishing soap or slime, every young troll enjoys the cozy embrace of such a vessel each night, and the relaxing ooze helps assuage the terrible visions of blood and carnage that plagues the dark subconscious of your species. It is so inviting. A few minutes couldn't hurt. Karkat, get in. Okay, this sure is cozy and all, but you can't be napping all day like a chump. Damn it, you're a busy guy, you're sort of a big deal. Goddamn slime, now you have to change your clothes too. What were you thinking? Luckily all your clothes are the same. Trolls thinks fashion is stupid. Examine movie posters. Okay, it's time to get serious there. Sweet troll Gigas. Let's get down to some major business. You space out and get caught up reading the titles of the films for about 5 minutes. Wow, these movies are great. You don't care what anyone says. Pure magic. Is that John Cusack? The thing that most people don't realize is that John Cusack is a universal constant. And this movie. Okay, this one even you have a hard time defending, but still, it's so good. Best thing about it is how Troll Sandler doesn't make you want to punch anything. Like, nothing at all. Really hard or anything. Carcat Caps Lock Sickle. Grab your trusty sickle with your encryption modus. To receive it, you'll need to hack the code to open the card vault left behind. This will obviously prove to be a completely ridiculous and untenable way of managing an inventory and lead to a great many follies. Later on, you would swap your modus with your hacker friend. A guy who, unlike you, happens to be competent with programming. It would only make sense. But for the time being, it makes your life kind of a nightmare. There are so many stupid things that just happen because of this modus. So many, you just have no idea. Carcat, take card vault. God damn it! Hear some unhappy grumbling through the hole below. This was not the coolest thing you could have done just now. Carcat, examine large black book. You make sure not to capture lock it and simply pick it up and read it. ATH. A handbook for the imminently deceased. Prepare your ATH file. Dig your grave. Use this additional graves. Execute all this die. A bone to pick, for death begins with life's first breath, and life begins at Troll Will Smith. It is a thick programming manual called ATH, a handbook for the imminently deceased. ATH is an insufferable language to work with. Its logic is composed of nothing but infinite loops, and at best loops of effectively interminable construction. The above page in the intro section documents the simplest possible ATH code structure. Any code deviating from this basic structure will not compile. You have a whole book of code samples you've been messing around with on your computer. It's been frustrating at best and debilitating to your machine at worst. Carcat, leave your room. Step outside your respite block, onto one of your hive's numerous extraterrestrial landing slots. You were allowed to design this hive when you were young, after you returned victorious from your trials deep in the brooding caverns. You have lived here with your custodian ever since. It's almost as if your people have placed great cultural importance on teaching children to become architecturally adept while very young. It has been this way since ancient times. No one seems to know why that is. Getting to build your own hive at a young age, using whatever meandering design you choose like this, left you jaded to the notion of customizing your abode. You certainly wouldn't get all that worked up about a game that happened to allow, at least not for that reason. Carcat, examine neighborhood. The lawn rings are empty. Blood skirms the voids in your porous plates, as if gracing the hollow of a fresh stem. Or say an abandoned cocoon. A sour note is produced. It's the one agitation plays to make its audience squirm. It is your sixth wriggling day. And as with all 5 preceding it, blah 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 blah. Look. You don't have time for fancy poetry. It's almost as useless as those arm swing flappy things on mailboxes, assuming you even knew what those were, which you don't. Trolls don't have mail. Mail is almost as useless as poetry to them. Poetry is a swim arm flappity dealy of words, and mail is the red tilsy lever doodad of giving people shit. Frankly, you don't know about things skimming voids or grazing hollows or whatever. You've got ambition. You're meant to be a big shot. To be in charge of something huge and really important. And to be totally ruthless about it. You just haven't found the dominion in which you are destined for greatness yet. Or even have a concept of it. You haven't found your purpose, but you will tonight. You stew in your own impotent aggravation in the cool dusk breeze. During the dark seasons, it remains dusk for most of the day. You can stay dark from any bilunar prodigies at the time, but even if it didn't, you would still have this feeling. You know, a feeling it's going to be a long night. Karkat, go back inside. You head back from your block and hit up your computer station. No word from any of your loudmouth pals. No news is good news. Sweet music to your auricular sponge clots. Karkat, check out magazine. It's the latest issue of Game Grub. This one appears to boast about exclusive leaks. They all boast about that. You're not even really sure what it means. Karkat, check out DVD. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It is a DVD of one of your favorite movie series, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's about a cadet who sizes up the blue bloods in his flay squad pretty good. The blood is literally blue, lousy snobs, but Troll Will Smith allowed to loosen up. He's pretty much your hero. Troll TV shows with the titles and Troll Show. Troll TV shows have shorter titles than troll movies because TV is a much newer form of media in their society, which is a good thing because it would be pretty hard to make this funny joke otherwise. Karkat, get down to business on computer. Okay, enough messing around. Time to get to some work done, maybe a little programming. Oh god. Figures that installing this new beta chat client would open the floodgates. All your moron friends are going to be hounding you relentlessly. Not that they needed an excuse before. You want what this chimp wants. Karkat, answer Troll. What is up, my inverter brother? What the sweet almighty think chafing fuck do you want? Another motherfucking thing, bro. Other than I be checking out how my best motherfucking friend is at you. I really can't stand you and I hate how you type. It just bothers me so much. Have I mentioned it that? We say it pretty much every time we talk, yeah. But I don't have to, see. But I mean, man, it just feels so motherfucking unnatural and shit. You just got to be going with that, with what feels right and where your heart's up in, you know, best friend. And what one kind of shitty thing I did to deserve such an awful best friend. Maybe what terrible thing I'm going to do and get punished for in advance. Maybe I'm just like preemptively the worst fucking piece of trash who ever lived and don't even know it yet. But hey, look, your friendship is an exhibit of, I guess. It's such a beautiful thing, this troll the sea is called friendship. Friendship isn't that this sea shit sponge. It's like a mistake, a big joke of nature. It's a miracle. Oh no, don't start with the miracles again. Man, everywhere I look, all I see is motherfucking miracles. It's so spiritual, all these miracles and shit. Okay, like, just be taking this fucking tits bottle of fucking Figo and just cracked it open. And how it's been being all like hissing and shit. But fucking hissing, man. Who went all and told it to do that? I wouldn't even do that. It's crazy. It's a miracle. It's combination, you ignorant douche. Try getting school fed some time instead of slurping down the weird swill all day and so stupid haunts. No, bro, I don't want to know. Don't even tell me. Knowing shit just steals up all the fucking magic from my miracles like a motherfucking thief. And that ain't cool. The only miracle is that you like that disgusting sludge. Where do you even get that sludge stuff? It's almost also a miracle that how you dress like an imbecile and are basically the stupidest asshole I've ever known. Actually, you're right. There are miracles everywhere. I've been a fool. See, man, I'm straight up telling you, miracles. It's like, alright, computers, right? What the fuck? Miracles is what? Fuck you. Fuck you! For me just reading that. Anyway, what's up with your bad self? Seriously, is something big all going on? What? I heard something big was going all down. Just don't be telling me all what motherfucking it's up to and all about. Stop saying all. I'm talking about TA's thing. TA's thing. Yeah, fuck yeah, man. So mysterious. I've never been Never being ceased to be amazed by all these fucking mysteries life's got for us. Ugh. Anyway, I don't know what's up with that. Maybe I'll talk to him tonight about it. Maybe I won't. It's probably just another one of his projects that winds up being completely useless and a huge waste of time. Yeah, maybe, but he's your... Yeah, maybe, but he's your best friend, though, so it's all cool. Anyway, I thought this sounded like a pretty big motherfucking deal, I mean. Oh, what? Oh, bro, never mind. I just fucking did like to scare the shit out of myself. These damn horns. You've got. So good? Thank you. I do my best. I love my silly voices. You've got to get rid of those horns. No, you've got to get rid of those things. They make it more embarrassing to know you, which is a freaking miracle that's even possible. Like, wow, God sure cooked up a doozy there. Twinkly-eyed son of a bitch just keeps you guessing, don't he? Man, you know you actually want a good squeeze. Actually, you know what? What will be the miracle to end all miracles? It'll be if I ever meet a kid I despise more than you. That'll make me a motherfucking convert. I'll see lights so bright, I'll need GC to walk me around so I don't bump into shit. Sign me up for your idiotic clown religion, okay? Haha, you fucking got it, brother. Well, what the motherfucker? Who's this motherfucking motherfucker? It's cool. Life is like that sometimes. It's full of mysteries. You're doing one thing, then something else hits you just like that. And you roll with it. That's what you do when life hands you lemons. You sure as don't fuck. As fuck don't make lemonade, because who the fuck knows where that fucking shit come? It's squeezed out of miracles, I swear. So what's this motherfucker's name? Enter name. Your name is Gamzee Makara. You are pretty excited by clowns and a grim persuasion which may not be in full possession of their mental faculties. You belong to a rather obscure cult, which portrays a band of rowdy and capricious minstrels which will rise one day on a mythical paradise planet that does not exist yet. The beliefs of this cult are somewhat frowned upon by those dwelling in more common law rings, but you don't care. You got to be going with what feels right and where your heart's up. You know, you like to practice on your one-wheel device, which you are god-awful at because your feet do not reach the pedals, you enjoy a fine beverage and like to do a little baking sometimes. You got all these horns all over the place. Sometimes you step on them and scare the shit out of yourself. You're my favorite YouTuber? Thank you, I love it when I'm people's favorite YouTuber. I don't think it happens much. And I just noticed we've surpassed 2,000 pages. It's all over the place, and sometimes you step on them and scare the shit out of yourself. You chat a lot with your pal Carcat, who's usually pretty cranky, but he is your best friend. You have a lot of other great friends who you also like a lot. Your troll track is terminally capricious, and you speak in a manner that is just a little bit whimsical. What will you do? Gamzee, capture like bottle of Figo. You snag a bottle of Figo to consume the beverages which devotees refer as kicking the wicked elixir. It is captured locked through your miracle modus. You have absolutely no idea how this thing works, and you don't want to know. Gamzee, capture lock computer. You take your husks off. Sometimes you just like to pick up stuff and watch the colors. It's so beautiful. Life is beautiful. Gamzee, right one-wheel device. You decide to give this diabolical contraption another shot. Maybe one of these days you will get one more suited for your proportions. For now, this is all you got to work with. You just have to figure out to stay on that thing without flying off the handle. You do some sort of acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle into the big vial of haunts. Honk! Gamzee, sample delicious pie cooling on the counter. It is still piping hot, but you can't help yourself. You sneak a taste of the soap or slime pie. You aren't supposed to eat that slime. It does funny things to a troll's head. But you were never taught that on account of your lousy upbringing. Your custodian is always out at sea. Not to sea. That's where he is now. Maybe we'll go outside and see if you can spot him. Gamzee, take a juggling club. Strikes best bets. Club kind. You grab a juggling club. You'll need it if you're going to go out. It is dangerous to leave unarmed. Gamesy, go outside. Leave your hive and head out to the beach. There is no sign of your custodian. You should not stop. Our dear very long. The sea dwellers are quite hostile. Someone is bugging you. This is exciting. You're always down for shooting the wicked shit with anyone. That two will put up with you. Now, if you only could figure out how to get Oxab out of this stupid thing, it'll be a miracle if you can manage. Gamsey, retrieve Homestuck. You say a short prayer to your beloved with mirthful messiahs and splash a pinch of special stardust in your face. Your Silodex launches your beverage far, far into the ocean. Wonder if you can just sort of reach over and... Gamsey answered troll. Gallows Calibrator began trolling terminally capricious. Hey Gamsies! You want to play games with me? Yeah, that sounds like a motherfucking shit, bitches. Oh, it sure is hard to ignore the weird things you say sometimes, but I'm gonna. The only reason I'm asking is because your name is like game, and no other reason. Get it? Oh, well, I heard of worse fucking reasons to be getting all up to do something. No, that should bother you, that reason. Why don't things like that bother you? No wonder Vanzos can't stand you, but who cares about him? We're going to have some motherfucking shitty bitches playing together. Or whatever you said. So is this the game I've heard about? The big mystery? Yeah, okay. Whoa, okay. This is going to be a fucking insane, but can we play a little later? I'm outside keeping an out here for the old goat. You know how it is with family. No, not really. Oh yeah, way to go. How does that stupid bottled syrup of yours taste with the hoop so far? Up your mouth. Sorry. Anyway, I'll go inside in a while. Why don't you get Carcat to fire up the motherfucker with you? He likes games. Oh no. God, can you imagine all the bitching and moaning? I used to try to play stuff with him. But wow, did I learn my lesson. Alright, well, I'll try to get in and get up my chill real soon and we can play. Just give me a minute. Bullshit. You know you're just going to sit there on the beach and space out and lose track of time. Hello? Games? What? Oh man, sorry. I spaced out. Did you know how beautiful the sound of the ocean is? Have you ever even seen the ocean? Or I mean smelled it. Sorry. Carcat. Get some programming done. Finally, some peace and quiet. Now you can bear down on your coding. This will surely last all evening without interruption. You were reopen one of your ATH projects you started recently. You're still horsing around with the condition of terminating the loops. With many ATH code, what many ATH coders do is import finite constants and bind the loops to their lifespan. For instance, the main loop here will terminate on the death of the universe, labeled U. That way you will only have to wait billions of years for it to end instead of forever. You bound a subloop to the lifespan of the code's author, which is you. Routine at the end. They execute when you die. You figure this might be handy for coding something to release a final will of testament, or maybe some doomsday virus. You spend a lot of time thinking of ways to make the perfect doomsday virus. Conveniently absent from ATH's expensive import library are entities with short lifespans, like a rapidly decaying particle that only lasts a millisecond sure would be handy, or even a fruit fly or something. But no, coding this is languages. It's all about finding ways to trick it into doing what you want. And HackerBuddy is obnoxiously good at it. He sent you some files which you still don't understand, but you're not going to admit that. He's even better at making viruses than you, which really gets stuck in your nook. Carcat, check out one of his files. This code, when executed, immediately causes the user's computer to explode and places that curse on the user forever, along with everyone he knows and everyone he will ever meet. Not surprisingly, later on, you would run this code in a fit of stupidity. You don't know how he even does stuff like this. What does this even mean? It's nonsense. Is it even syntactically viable? Are you allowed to call a text like this? Ugh, maybe you should ask about it sometime. I will speak of the devil. Twin Armageddons. Speak of the devil, here he is bugging you about something. Time to put on your game face and pretend you don't think very highly of his abilities. Carcat answered troll. KK, don't flip about. Flip your shit about this, but I'm letting you up to play a game with some people. Why would I flip my shit about that? Because you flip your shit about everything. Well, will you look at this? Here's my shit, and yet it remains unflipped. Just sitting here on the skillet, getting buried on one side. It's a miracle. Oh no, are you into miracles too now too? Because if you are, you're fired preemptively from the game. Fuck no. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. Miracles are like poop stains on God's underwear. Making fun of people's religions is the best thing to do. That's why he hides them. They're fucking embarrassing. God wanders in mysterious ways. Alright. Right on. But let's shut our mouths a second and talk about this game. It'll only be a second, really. You don't have to do too much. Okay, good, because I'm pretty busy tonight. What is this thing anyway? Why all the secrecy? Well, the short story is that it's an immersive simulation where you play with a group. The long story is that the fate of our civilization depends on us playing it. Yeah, I guess the long one was way shorter than the short one. Fuck. That sounds like melodramatic bullshit, but coming from you, calling me unsurprised. Screw you, Mantis. This shit's more real than Kraft Grub sauce. Right, okay, so you made the game? No, more like I adapted it. From what? Some crazy technology dug out of some ruins. Have you talked to her about it? Man, no, I can't talk to her. She's so spooky. I don't know why most of our friends are such psychos. Probably it's because most trolls are. If you've heard what I heard every night, I mean, well, fuck. No, let's not talk about your weird mutant brain. And don't scan mine or whatever. It's off limits, you douche. I told you like 1 billion times. I can't do that, you nup slurping fuckpot. Why are you two up in the secret stuff? Why haven't you told me anything about this? Okay, I'm sorry. Really, it's kind of a prime matter between me and her, and I'd appreciate it if that was respected. Oh god, stop being so sensitive. It's a repugnant quality. Okay, how about you take it your own advice, as you're such a blubbering hypocrite. You're lucky I'm so fucking magnanimous and charitable, cause otherwise there's no chance I'd waste my time on you. What a load of shit! It's act that you actually think. Hotshot, you know you hate yourself. Nobody hates himself more than you, idiot. Well, I hate you way more than I hate myself. That's fucking saying something. In fact, I hate you more than I hate myself, and you hate me combined. Oh fuck, that noise in every leaking orifice it's got. You know I hate the combined product of you and myself more than you could ever begin to hate me and myself and you and yourself on your worst days. Fucking deal with it. Okay, time's out for the idiot. The idiot gets a timeout and shuts up for a second. That's you. Just tell me what you do about the game. Okay, well, I'll send you a download soon. I'm setting up 2 teams, like 2 separate competing teams, so there's a better chance of at least one group winning. And also, I guess, to see which one can win faster. So, okay, let me guess. There's a red team and a blue team, right? Yeah, you're on the red team. I will be the leader of the blue. Okay, then I guess I can pick my teammates then. Bro, you're not the red team leader. I picked GC for that. What? Dude, I did not think you'd be so interested in this. Don't act all offended. Oh, wow, now I see. Really fucking clever. Picking the blind girl to lead the team you're competing with. You knew you were a cheater. Cheater, low-life, fucking scumbag with no scruples of self-esteem and the weathers in every level, but somehow I'm still disappointed in you. Yeah, I am such an idiot for not rewarding your bubbly personality and impeccable people skills with a leadership gig. What an inconsiderate, knuckle-punked asshole I have been. I'm a hatch leader and you know it. I know your filthy seed flap, and it's fluttering in the profane breeze. It's shooting out of your stinking meal tunnel. I do know that much. How do you get out of your cocoon in the morning knowing you're the worst thing a universe was ever responsible for? Also, it must be hard with your hands to persistently bothering every mutated set of genitals, peppering that ghastly husky pawn off as a body. As a female ever looked at you without at once turning skyward and erupting like a vomit volcano, answer me that. This is so immature. I'm basically just laughing here at how immature you are. Like, I really give a fuck. Leader is? You want to be the leader? Fine, I'll talk to GC about it. I guess there are conversations where we do get kind of embarrassing in retrospect. Are we not friends anymore because of stuff I said? You literally ask me that every time. You are joking. I can't even tell anymore. It's a joke, Morin. Honestly, it's a joke, Morin. Honestly, I'm just glad nobody else is privy to our conversations. Actually, why don't we make a pact to delete this one from our logs? I'm just shuddering here, scrolling up and... Yeah, okay. Sounds like someone downstairs is getting pretty crappy. This is not an encounter you're looking forward to. You'll probably put it off for as long as you can manage. Why, who is this young lady? Your name is Terezi Pyrobe. You're pretty enthusiastic about dragons, but you have a particular affection for their colorful scales, which you gather and use to decorate your hive. Though you live alone deep in the woods, you surround yourself with a variety of plushy pals and their scale mates. You often spend your days with them. So for live-action role-playing, you use to engage in various forms of more extreme role-playing with some of your other friends before you had an accident. You take an interest in injustice, holding particular fascination for orchestrating the demise of the wicked. You're taking up study of brutal attorney and law. You surround yourself with legal books. You have no need for copies printed in troll braille because you can smell and taste the words. You hope one day to join the honorable ranks of the legislators. Your troll tag is Gauss Carpenter, and you speak with the numerals the blind prophets once used. You're presently the leader of the red team, poised to begin a mysterious game with 5 other friends in direct competition with another 6 of your friends, comprising the blue team. What will you do? Terezi, cut to the chase and begin LARPing immediately. It's pretty hard to live action roleplay when there is no one around who is alive nearby, and all your scale mates are alive to you. At least you pretend to believe that to annoy people. You prepare a new campaign for one of your favorite scenarios. Court block drama. It's horrible tyranny presides on trial as a especially detestable fellow, Senator Lemon Snout. You have sparred with this scumbag before, tonight he faces justice. You will play the role of the prosecuting attorney. On Alternia, there is no such thing as a defense attorney or a defense. In a court block, the word defense itself is offensive. Terezi, interrogate. Most of the interrogation is in the intimidating silence. Teresi slapping around for a bit. You don't want to slap too hard. Enough to sting, but not to bruise. You must be methodical, businesslike, and persistent. You only stop when you smell tears. Mr. Senator, you smell very nice. Your luscious yellow scales are like the sweetest gumdrops to the prosecution's nose. Your deceit stinks. You really think that you could dip your corpulent snout into the imperial beetle coffers like that and get away with it? Do you think your revolting abuse of the public trust would go unnoticed? Think again, good senator! While the prosecution may be blind, rest assured the League of Legislators sees all. So there's the color witness. Oh, well played, Lemon Snout, well played. The prosecution's key witness murdered? How convenient! The cold block has little choice but to acknowledge your cunning. You've earned just a tiny sliver of your respect back for now. But wait. Oh my, what have we here? The prosecution begs your pardon, dear Senator, but you appear to have dropped something. A personal satchel, perhaps, chock full of illicit embezzled beetles, with which you have the unmitigated cheek to waltz before his tyranny concealed beneath your ill-gotten finery. The prosecution requests a short regress from his horrible, so that all law-abiding and mother-grub-fearing citizens may go outside and puke. Teresi sentenced the criminal. As a prosecutor, it's your job to reach a final verdict and sentence your principal felon, while his tyranny watches in silence and submits grim approval. But you take pity on this miserable bureaucrat. You are feeling merciful. You give him a fighting chance. You will flip a double-headed troll, Sega, to decide its fate. You do this quite often when making important decisions. Kind of like Batman's nemesis, Two-Face. Or the guy from No Country for Old Men. It turns out there are a lot of bastards out there flipping coins, but those are Earth things and you've never heard of them. It's safe to say you borrowed this gimmick from one of your many troll things out there that's got hard-boiled dudes flipping coins for major stakes. You base the habit on whichever one smells the most badass. Teresi flip! The coin tumbles through the air. Lemon Snout is sweating bullets. Favorable flip. The senator exhales in relief. But what are you so happy about, Mr. Lemon Snout? He looks a bit confused. He quivers his lowly proboscis at the coin. See, the coin has exonerated him. Coin? What coin? Surely you jest, Mr. Senator. The prosecution sees no coin. She's blind, remember? Teresi adjourned. Another triumph for justice. The court block is adjourned. You offer final salutations to a serial. I know. Okay, that's not customary at all. You're just kind of weird. It's just that your red chalk is the most delicious chalk. You cannot get enough of it. Anyone who says there is more delicious chalk out there simply reeks of deceit. You had to get up. You sure had to go to a lot of trouble to do that. Seriously, go get cane. It's like your walking cane, which you use as a weapon, kind of like a daredevil who you've never heard of. You use it to wall up enemies when you enter the medium. Like this. Teresi, begin recruiting red team members. Trollian. Your nose begins scouring your trump roll through the saliva smears on the monitor for potential teammates so you can start playing. No, not her. Nope, not her either. Definitely not that guy. Okay, how about this girl? You like to roleplay with her sometimes via chat. You pretend you're a member of the mysterious and noble Dragonid race, while she does her own goofy thing. You have it in your heart to tell her that your chat roleplaying is meant facetiously. I mean, facetiously. Says the troll AC. Send your weapon slow. GZ lands on your whelping stop and wraps on your cave with her noble and elegant talon, and once with her mighty snout for good measure. GZ saunters from her dark cave, but of Slippy from the recent kill. Izzy uses one of her mouths to lick the fresh blood off her paws, and the other one to blow you a kiss. GZ with four mighty whisk of her mighty tail plucks the kiss out of the air mightily. GZ pockets the kiss in an enchanted rucksack for later. Do something magical, like make goblin wishes come true. Yes. GZ finds that to be a most admirable use of a kiss. She thinks that the goblin wishes too, just like any other kind of person's wishes. GZ Bishop, as you ripped apart this tasty beast to prepare a meal for her cubs. GZ eyes the beast hungrily and mightily. Uh-oh. GZ eyes the cubs hungrily, especially mightily. Don't you dare! I mean, AC shouts, don't you dare! But it's too late. GZ scoops a plump cub with her glistening majestic tail and blink flies off magic. The innocent cub is crying and crying and crying. AC says no. It looks a bit crestfallen. AC gets a clever idea to slake the majestic dragon's mighty hunger. She repairs the lion. The slain armored. Yeah, plain armored Chola Bear for GC. GC is magnificent. She has been perked. Is it a bull Joe? Great Chola Bear? Oops. She asks that. As he pauses a moment and nods knowingly with a couple of smart grins on her face. She can be the bulliest of bears. GC instantly loses interest in the puny cub and drops it on the ground far below. But as it happens, the really cute cub lands in a bush safe and sound. GC's alarming and scarce settles over the succulent bear steak. When she finishes the savory red meat, she lifts her proud, wise head and opens her great big mouth and speaks. She's a savory big red meat. She lifts her proud head up and opens her great big mouth and speaks the ancient tongue of her 4,000 wisdoms. She says, "Hey, do you want to play a game with me?" As he crinkles up her nose and prepares for a really unprecedented marathon of battling feline ups. They're going the pseudo. No reason of her perplexing behavior for even into. No, that was a real question. Want to play a game? Oh. If you mean play a computer game, then yes, that sounds like fun. Okay, you can be on my team. Team? Who else is playing? I haven't decided yet. A whole bunch of us in 2 teams. Oh, well, it does sound like fun. But I think I should get permission first. Blah, that's so stupid. He's not the boss of you. I know, but I'm still kind of scared of him, and I think perhaps it's best to just run it by him first, so there isn't a kerfuffle about it or anything. It's just stupid in such a terrible myriad of dumb ways. You shouldn't be afraid of anyone. You kill big animals with your bare hands, and in any case, he lives nowhere near you, so the whole thing is extra stupid. I know, but big deal. I'll just mention it casually and it'll be fine, I'm sure, and then we can play in just a little bit. Because I see again, I repaired. Fine. In the meantime, I will go round up some more people to play. Okay. Tennessee, Troll TC. Hey, Gamsies, you want to play Gamesies with me? Hey, yeah, that sounds like the motherfucking shit's biscuits. It sure is hard to ignore the weird things you say sometimes. You then proceed to have the rest of his conversation we already had. I'm not getting this guy to play with you right now either. And you guess that leaves... I don't know. Not Corkat! You are only going to ask him as a last resort. You wonder what he wants. You'll try to avoid mentioning the game. Hopefully he hasn't caught wind of it yet. That is the deal with Corkat. Hey, guess what? What's his voice again? I don't remember. I think it was... Hey, guess what? Big news! Like, holy shit, stop the press, this is a humongous deal sort of news. Blah, what is it? You're not the red team leader, that's me. I'm the leader. It's been decided, on an official basis. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to make a big stink about this and say, wow, I want to be the leader. What? No, I mean, you can, but it won't do any good because I'm the leader and that's all there is to it back. For your protein shoot on the matter. I may surprise you to know that I don't actually give a crap who gets to be leader because unlike you, I actually have a fucking suspicion of maturity and self-respect. That's a lie. You're more of a melodrama spaz queen than me, and you know it. And the stuff you're saying is a pretend stunt. You're like a rocket-propelled spaz mac, spring-loaded up the ass of a psychedelic fucking freak-out measle on idiot drugs. So let's not play make-believe games here. Leader? Me. Corkat, I don't care. You can be the stupid leader. I just want to play this game. Okay. Stupid leader. I just want to play this game. Okay, great. If it's any consolation, I've selected you to be my second command. Really? Sweet. Fuck you, I've rescinded it. Okay, but seriously, I would have suggested you to be the leader, but honestly, it comes with the serious responsibilities, and I wasn't sure if you were up to it. How could you think that? I'm an incredible leader with all kinds of prioritization and command skills. I'm going to rock the cock off this weather vane, the blue. Wish they ever slithered out of the mother grubs. He's an adulting asshole. So just give me the full briefing. What do you know? Okay, the thing you need to know is the leader starts out by running the client application, while I, the lonely second officer, connect you with the server while I remain generally in awe of your manly grandeur. And I sit at my computer doing menial chores as a part of your heroic escapades, which, honestly, I don't think you're ready for, but whatever. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I was made for. Being in charge of adventure, running around and stuff, and fucking shit up like a goddamn hero with a river wasp in his jock. Let's get cracking here. Launch a server or whatever. I'll install the hero program. The client. Yeah. Okay, if you insist. Far be it from me to stop you from being so dashing and courageous. And to be perfectly honest, a little bit handsome. Yes, exactly. Now you're making sense. This is the kind of thing that sane people say. Keep it at it. There's hope for you yet. Okay, I'll try. Try anything to get you from stop being such a baby. What's a baby? Oh, it's like a mythical little pink monkey. Something my Lucis dreams about. I thought you didn't have one. I don't yet. I'm not allowed to. Why not? Why have you never mentioned this anyway? Honestly, Teresi, it sounds like frothing loony block nonsense. If I ever did have one, it would mean the world was to an end. Oh, thank God, you just said something normal. I was starting to worry there. We're back insane. Phew, back insane land. It's true. I don't completely understand it, but that's what it told me. We need to get you out of that fucking tree and into a proper goddamn laundering. You've been stunted living up there by the whispers of fucking bark gnomes or something. I think one of mine was just called recently. Maybe you could live there. No way, screw lawn rings. I'm like yarn rings. I love my tree, but you're welcome to visit sometime. It's especially nice in the third autumn. Okay, well, speak of that, I should go downstairs and deal with this grumpy customer. It's going to fondle Major seat, but hopefully it'll be quick. You can establish your connection and do your private, your sidekick stuff, I guess, in the meantime. Okay, a little later. Cool, now we are in medium, specifically. After a night of bloods, heroic arrival to the land of Pauls and Haze. You quickly crafted a new weapon. Home smell you later. Plus some other cool stuff. Parka, deal with Cerezi. You can see me, right? You can see me, right? See me, right? Tell me what is wrong with this picture. No, I can't see you, dumbass. Oh yeah. Anyway, press your nose against your slobbery screen and tell me what is wrong with this picture. Smells pretty terrible. That's because you just took a hard drag of my load grape, of which for some reason I've discovered outside of this little island. You mean your toilet? Well, ooh la la. Excuse my disdain for your blue-blooded vernacular. What color is your blood? Wow, none of your business! Seriously, was that a serious question? Unbelievable. And we'll find out someday. What is with your obsession with colors? It's bad enough to waste all my hard-earned grist rambling. I have around like that, not direction of the fucking gate. But then you go and spend it all on an ugly paint job. I killed a lot of imps for that grist. Karaka, please. Don't pretend you didn't enjoy going around killing things. And you wouldn't enjoy killing a whole lot more. Dancing around with your little sickle being all adorable. Yeah, right. More like adorable bloodthirsty. I'm prancing around being that, okay? Anyway, this is awful. There's no way for a leader to be treated. There's no way. Sorry, this is what you wanted. The leader is the first one in. This is what the leader is supposed to do. No, this is not anything except... No, this is not anything except for what bullshit is. The leader shouldn't be at the mercy of the hive renovation whimsy of a psychotic blind girl. When do I get the chance to fuck up someone's hive? I should be the next one to connect to a client. No, you can't. You have to be the last one to connect to complete the chain. More lies. Think of it this way. I'm your server player, so priority has to be me getting in the game before I get killed by meteors. In which case, you'd be screwed in there. Then the next guy comes, then the next, and you bring me the last one in. Whoa, wait, what? Meteors? What the fuck are you talking about? What does this have to do with meteors? Oh boy, you need to get with the program, Karkat. Have you talked to for what? Apocalypse Arisen, sorry. No, of course not. Or TG. T4 or for G, I guess, or for C. Really, like, there's like a whole conspiracy about this as I'm finding out. Well, why don't you just tell me so I don't have to talk up? Let me so I don't have to talk to any of those double-talking assholes. I can't. I gotta step out of the tree for a moment. When I come back, I will enter the game. See ya. A little while ago. Hi. desecrate. You're not sure why you did that, really. There'll probably turn out to be a reason. There's a reason for everything. Understanding this lets you be reckless, whoever you are, a little later. Somewhere else entirely. Rubbish from the land dwellers makes you sick, whoever you are. And later still. We return to the land of poles and hay, so that we can rewind a bit before all the paint got slopped in your hive and before that mysterious hole was made. Man, how'd that hole get made? It was when Karka ran TA's cursed ATH program and his computer blew up. That's what happened. We'll see this happen later. It'll be startling and unexpected. Karka, deal with crappy customer. You go downstairs and confront your custodian, which is another term for a frightening beast known as a lusus naturae. Your lusus has looked after you since you were very young in lieu of any biological parents, whom you have never known. No young troll ever knows his or her blood parents, nor could such a lineage ever be accurately traced. Adult trolls supply their genetic materials with the filial piles carried by imperial drones and offered to the monstrous mother grub deep underground in the brooding caverns. She then combines all the genetic material into one diabolical incestuous slurry and lays hundreds of thousands of eggs at once. These eggs hatch into young larval trolls which have wriggled about to locate a cozy stalactite spin their cocoons. After they pupate, the young troll with his or her newfound limbs undergo a series of dangerous trials. If they survive, they are chosen by a member of the diverse and terrifying subterranean monster population native to Alternia. This creature becomes the troll's lusus, and together they surface and choose a location to build a hive. The landing process is facilitated by carpenter droids left on the planet to cater to the young, but only for building. They're on their own otherwise. The vast majority of adult trolls are off-planet, serving some role in the forces of our ongoing imperial conquest, besieging other star systems in the name of Alternian glory. The culture and civilization on the homeworld is maintained almost entirely by the young. Trolls sure are weird. Yes. Quick thing about Homestuck here. Whenever there's an S, usually not with any question marks, that means there's gonna be music. Showdown, Toby Fox. You leap into the domestic fray in an attempt to mollify your nanny. Being aggressor, after a lot of kicking and fussing and gnashing of teeth in the carapace, you pull a few chilled roe cubes from the fridge to settle the beast down. Trolls and their custodians have a peculiar arrangement of codependence. Lusus behaves as a lifelong bodyguard, caretaker, and visceral sort of mentor, while the young troll must learn to function as a sort of zookeeper. We decide to agree this conflict is not a big deal to warrant a detailed examination of the action or an embedded musical accompaniment. We also agree that while that would have been pretty sweet, we are also in kind of a hurry here, but it would be, if it were to be accompanied by something audible, it would probably sound something like this. Not even sure. Close your eyes and imagine what might have been. Wow, that sure was awesome. Anyway, moving on. In fact, you are in such a hurry, you could almost say that you could almost say we need to get moving. On the double. Yeah. This is pretty cool, dude. Okay? Some people seem to think it's cool, sometimes. I guess it's alright, I mean maybe, if they say so. Actually, you know what, they're right. This guy's dynamite lived in a box of hot shit. Screw the haters anyway, he's standing around being all chill like cool dudes are known to do sometimes. When they're not romping around or nursing migraines or whatever, a cool dude like this probably has a really cool name, or at least a name that doesn't completely fucking suck. At least not the kind of name that belongs to someone you want to just perpetually wail on. Maybe just a name that makes you cringe a little. But I guess you can deal with it if you got to. It's just a guy's name. It's not like it really matters. Who cares? He probably wouldn't just tell you then. And it was if you asked. He'd be way too moody for that. In fact, this guy probably thinks you've got some damn attitude and probably doesn't want a damn thing to do with you. You could always try to guess his name, but instead of that, here's a better idea. There's a better idea. Why don't you just fuck off and go to hell? Here, name this cookie broad instead. What's her name? Okay, what's her name? Wait, you've got to be kidding me. Looks like we're going back to the other gate again. Alright, hang on. It appears this cool and moody dude had a change of heart. He feels pretty bad about flying off the handle like that, as if shit wanted nothing to do with the handle. Shit would like to reconcile with the handle and perhaps seek marital counseling. So what's his name gonna be? Enter name. Your name is Sogs Capitor. You're apeshit bananas at computers and you know all the codes. All of them. You're the unchallenged authority on apiculture networking. And though all your friends recognize your unparalleled achievements as a totally sick hacker, you feel like you could be better. It's one of a number of things you sort of beat yourself up about for no very good reason during sporadic and debilitating bipolar mood swings. You have penchant for bifurcation in logic and in life. The mutant mind is haunted by the psychic screams of the imminently deceased. Your visions for the planet's looming annihilation, and yet, unlike the typical sightless prophet of doom, you're given this vision in twofold for now. You have developed a new game, adapted via code powers from runes and glyphs of an ancient underground temple. You believe this game is to be the salvation of your race, though you're not sure how yet. To endure success, you'll distribute the game among two teams of friends. A red team and a blue team. You will lead them. Your troll tag is Twin Armageddon, so you tend to speak with a bit of a lisp. So what will you do? Solix. Equip throwing stars to strike specipus. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Your high-level psionic is no use for any particular specific location. Solix flings star specipus ward. You make short work of the specipus and, oh god, one of your beehouse mainframes. The silicone was sliced clean through your foolish maneuver. What were you thinking? The workers pair up and dance such as to you in binary code. Solix tastes honey. No, you do not under any circumstances eat the mind honey, and consequences are highly unpleasant. You cultivate the honey for your Luthus. It helps him not be such a complete idiot all the time, merely most of the time instead. Solix, calm those bees down. Nap time. Solix, get to work at computer. You're always up to your nook in the newest and hottest games. It is hard to walk around the place without squishing them. Whenever that happens, you are screwed and you have to grow a new one from scratch. Or just pirate it, you guess. But tonight is no night for games. Well, okay, it is. But just one game in particular. And this game is no joking matter. It is Delirious Bugnosti. Solix, recruit team leader. TC, you want to be the leader of one of the teams?
You mean for your game to save the world?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I picked the red team.
Okay, I didn't say anything about the red team or even the word two teams. But fine.
Obviously, you were going to set up red and blue teams. Come on.
You don't know what I'm going to do. Stop being though you can read my mind. It's not the power you have. Your thanks are being blind and tricking people about stuff. And I guess being generally savvy and pretty decent at other stuff, but that's why I'm picking you and not some other fucking schlup from retardation row.
Solix, please. You are Mr. Appleberry Blast, and everyone knows those are your colors. even though you type in Yaki Mustard, which is weird. Maybe there is more to me than you think. Maybe I'm not the toothpick you want to make me out of. Maybe I just want to give the red and blue thing a rest for a chance and not make it so it's like, oh look, it's that predictable fuck with those two stupid covers. It's amazing how much everyone fucking hates him. Maybe red and blue aren't that great and I hate them suddenly. Have you thought of that? Maybe I'm more of an aubergine guy plus whatever that color you type with. What is that? Turquoise? It's making me turquoisey. Maybe it's making me turquoisey. Maybe the name, the color has so much shithead mist. Is so much shithead mist. We consider that. But I'm thinking with red and blue. Thinking some with red and blue, so maybe you should suck on it. Maybe is a stupid word. Maybe that's the big maybe we should all part us line or some hot shot the hell up tea. Shut the hell up, T. So you think I'm savvy?
Yeah, I think so. Pick out whoever you want from the red team and I'll take the blue team. I'll send you the download soon. Talk to you later.
Wait, maybe you should tell me more about this game first. How exactly are we saving the world?
I don't know yet. I just know that I've seen in my vision that the world will end and our whole race dies, and this is how we save it. And AA can back me up on this, so don't be all doubting me about it.
Mostly. I'm not doubting you. I think you're right. Mostly.
Mostly? What does that mean?
Well, when you talk about how you're going to die too.
I am going to die. I mean, we all are, but especially me. I'm going to get I asked Sarah to me too, so double the service. I have to do some double butter Iceland. Getting worked over by a Siamese twin masseuse. But before I die, I'm going to go blind like you. It has to happen like that. I'm not sure why, but I think it's like fulfillment. Some requirement for a true prophet of doom. In order for visions to be right, that has to happen and the universe will make sure it will. Kind of like how a prophet earns his stripe by being blind, like how an angel earns its wings.
What's an angel?
Some terrible mythical demon with these awful feathery wings.
Yikes.
Paradox Space uses them to usher in the end.
How does it know what angels use?
Huh? So yeah, we will all die, but most especially me. End of story.
But don't take this the wrong way. But how can you be totally sure about all that? How do you know some of the real visions you're having aren't getting kind of tangled up with sort of the way you are about yourself?
What do you mean?
How you get mopey and you're always a victim or something, and how sometimes you think you suck when you really don't. Maybe that is clouding your vision.
Okay, that's just some personal, private, emotional issues, and I'm dealing with that. And honestly, I'd appreciate it to not throwing that in my face every goddamn opportunity you get. It's like this is a big circus act to you, and that is your special clown pie.
See? God, so sensitive.
Seriously, talk to AA. She will corroborate everything. You and she are pretty tight, aren't you?
Not really anymore. She used to be a lot of fun, but now talking to her, I don't know, it just somehow always makes me sad.
Okay, well, tonight's not about fun. This is serious. Deliriously so. We are in Smirius shit. We are in Smirius shit-stained city.
Screw you and your shit stains.
I will have a fucking blast and you cannot stop me. Blue team scam. Oh shit, it's on, fucker. Fucker. That was completely meaningless. What was the point? Whoever you are. Solix, deal with the apocalypse of arisen. Did you set up the teams? Still working on it, but yeah, more or less. We should all be playing soon. And I guess leaving this dimension. That is what happened, right? Yes. 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 So I guess you should be pretty happy when we finally get out of here. I don't know about that. Oh, will you at least be able to leave the voices behind? I don't know about that either. Isn't that kind of depressing? The thought that they might just stay with you till you die? Not really. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with a lot of things, even our inevitable failure, though it will briefly masquerade as victory. Well, fuck. That was so much more depressing than the thing you just said. I just said. Thursday was right. Thursday was right. You are such a drag to talk to these days. And she was right about a lot of things. Wow, what a mysterious thing to say. I am so intrigued. Do me a favor and spare me some of your spooky conundrums tonight. You're kind of pissing me off. Would you like to talk to me? This is a fact, not a question, they told me. All your thoughts have spoken. Relay a message for me. Tell them to go on my huge creaking bone bulge. Why do you like to talk to me? Oh, I don't know, maybe because we are supposed to save the world together? I also talk to you because in case you haven't noticed, I despise myself and perpetually seek to duplicate through emotional pain that could cost me a physical pain my hideous mutant brain causes me every day. Oh my god, it just has a breakthrough. Thank you so much for this. It was great. That was a joke. Here, type ha. I'll type it again. Huh? Now type it again. Huh? There you go. You're now officially the life of the party. I just took an embarrassing video of you cutting loose there. Boy, I should have thought the juicy nugget doesn't wind up on the internet. So Alex, I actually would like it if you were happy. Okay. Thank you for saying so. You seem sad and angry all the time. What does anger feel like? I forgot. Have you ever been angry? I don't remember you getting angry about anything. Maybe I never was. I feel like I was though, once. Why don't you ask Kaka? He's way angrier than me. For that matter, why don't you get on his case about it instead of mine? I think his anger serves a greater purpose. It's part of his destiny in those hours. It will help him to sabotage his own designs. We are very much in opposition to the broader purpose. It will sow the seeds of our failure, a failure which will ironically prove to be mission critical. If you think that we are going to fail, why wouldn't you get mad about that? The voice is sending you down this blind alley the whole time. They never lied though. This is how it had to be. I have to be totally honest. At no point did I ever lie, but through a mission. This game will not save the world. The fuck? And though it is still very important, even in our defeat, and unfortunately it is much closer to serving as the instrument of our people's demises than that of their salvation, and we too will behave simultaneously as pawns in the orchestrators of the game are doing. I don't want to play anymore then. You will though. Fuck that. Just watch this shit is stupid. Does it. Kick me out. I'll dusting it like a saucy fucking maid. It cannot be stopped. Meteors are en route. You know this, Socks. Who cares? I'm yakking the grub tube of this overpunctured bitch. I'm telling red team leader forget the whole thing. I'm quitting as blue team leader. If you want to shamble through this macabre fantasy of your solo, be my guest. You're never going to be the team leader, though. Which is to say, the first to answer. Are you messing with me? You do realize I'm psychic too. I can pull so much trippy shit out of my spinal crevice. It'll make your head spin like the dervish in a fucking blender. So get off your high hoof beast. I'm coming up. Huh? Up where? Huh? Up where? Hello? Charlotte, abort. Hey, change of plan. Hey, change the plan. We aren't playing this game anymore. You don't have to bother recruiting. Sorry to waste your time. I'm not the leader anymore. Karkat is. I'm not the leader anymore. Karkat is. He is? He's now transfer about it, so I let him be the rat leader. Okay, that was fairly predictable, but that's fine. I'll talk to him about it. What's going on? Nothing. This game sucks and it is full of crap. Sorry about this. Hey, change of plan. We aren't playing this game anymore.
Hey, guess who the rat leader is? I'm leader. It's me. Your plan to cripple your rival team has failed.
I know, she told me. I don't care. The game is bad news. It will cause the end of the world. Not stop it. So forget it. Just go back to whatever you were doing, writing your shitty code or whatever.
Haha, so pathetic. This is yet another feeble attempt to weaken your opposition. Teresi and I have already established a connection, and we are making great progress here. We're a great team, and I'm a fantastic leader. We'll beat this game in no time, when our team is clearly still asleep at the thorax.
Oh god. No, you idiot. I don't care about this game anymore. I just quit. I'm not playing, so you should too.
Amazing! Amazing. You're being really persistent with this transparent ruse, or you're really just that sad and incompetent. Neither case deserves my respect or my friendship. You know what? In fact, you know what? Friendship cancelled. There, it's official. Bye-bye, friendship.
Oh, haven't you said that like a billion times? You aren't in any position to question my competence. You're the worst programmer I've ever seen. You don't know anything about computers. Why do you bother? And the only thing you're good at is yelling and making huge mistakes.
And being ugly and horrible in every way, and having stupid little knobby horns. To be honest, I don't see what's so great about your programmer hacking. What is a hacker even? Just some smug asshole in movies doing fake things and making up words. Not even a real thing to be. It's not even a real thing to be. It's just some bullshit title you gave yourself so you can feel just a tiny bit less loathsome.
Oh no, more childish burns. I don't have to prove anything to you. I'm a great hacker, period.
No, it's all so clear now. You were a fraud all along. What does this nonsensical code you wrote even do? It's all nonsense, like a bluff. This is like a bluff. You just say, oh, Karka will never understand what I wrote. It's bullshit, because he's too dumb to figure out. Well, you're busted. These viruses here, I bet, do nothing at all.
Wait, Kiki.
I bet if I ran them, nothing bad would happen. Might even improve my computer's performance.
No, don't.
How about this idiotic program with a red and blue code, which is a meaningless thing to do with code anyway? What does that even mean? It's another one of your scams. Why not sneak some bad clip art into the files too and pretend that's code?
Oh god, no, don't run that.
I'm serious. What would happen?
I'm not sure, but it would be really, really bad if you ran it. Just don't.
Aha! Just a thought. You can't even come up with a good lie when I press you on. Your bluff has been called. Compiling as we speak. We'll all to run when it finishes. And now I have to go attend to something outside. Because Teresi is doing something just unspeakably stupid right now. And no, I don't. Whoops. Forget I said that. It was privileged information.
You are the dumbest grubfucker on the... You are the dumbest grubfucker on the planet. Where?
Later, douchebag.
Kiki, do not run that code. Hello? Carcinogenesis computer exploded. Oh my god. You're highly startled by the totally unexpected explosion.
Cat and his friends, and everyone they would ever meet thereafter.
Great misfortune on account of the curse on witty implemented through Solic's exoteric double Mobius reach around virus. Every Trolls Lucis would soon die, all but one of their kernel sprites would be prototyped with a dead lotus each prior to entering the medium. Upon entry, they would each have a bittersweet reunion with the creature after the kernel hatched, triggering the sprites' further morphosis. For the first time, the trolls would be able to have verbal communication with the custodians, and would be guided by them along their journeys. Unfortunately, the underlings and warring royalty would gain in the monstrous prototyping as well. Each sprite, except for one, prototyped once. The players would learn quickly that while one pre-entry prototyping per player was absolutely necessary for ultimate success, additional pre-entry prototypings merely empowered their enemies unnecessarily. The game has no explicit rule that demands something dead for prototyping, but in practice the kernel sprite is particularly attached to the deceased or the doomed across every session ever played. Exceptions to this pattern are extremely rare. Solic's lament. Why did you send Karkat that code? It was such a bad idea. You suppose it was about to get Jessica your friend to think more highly of you, but why would Thunder's superior skills accomplish this? It was foolish! You ought to wipe all these clever viruses you wrote off your computer. They can only bring more trouble. Solic's delete. While reading your virus folders, you pass out one oddball file you have lying around. You did not write this virus. You copied it from an obscure server far beyond your planet's global networks. The type of case is running on that server perpetually. It's an extremely simple 88 program. Its main loop is tied to the lifespan of the universe. When the universe dies, the mysterious subprogram will be executed. You have no way of knowing what the subprogram does, and it runs on a protected part of the server. It is completely unhackable. You delete the file, but it won't do much good. The program is already running elsewhere. Luckily, whatever harm it will do will not be done for many billions of years. And even then, what harm could a virus do after the exploration of the universe? File always struck me as quite odd. But Solix, even with his vision twofold, does not have the perceptional luxuries of our vision omnipresent. When executed, the subprogram will summon an indestructible demon into the recently voided universe. This monstrous being with the power to travel through time is inconvenienced very little by his arrival upon the great undoing. It is the entire cadaver of the entire expired universe to pick apart at his whim, from its birth through its swelling maturity and neighboring decay. In reality, he is known to have marked for predation. He will go about assembling followers through various epochs, and going as far as personally establishing the perimeters for his future summoning. Solix couldn't know that the virus is essentially a formality. The demon is already here. Sounds like your Lucis is agitated about something up there. You already gave him a serving of honey today. If he thinks he can get more, though, that's just greedy. You wonder what could be bothering him. Keep your enormous bicyclops chained to the roof of your communal hive system. It is the only place there is room for him. Dealing with him on the roof during feeding time is a daily ordeal. Be the other girl. You're now one of 5 other girls. Okay, hi not Jade. Stop being the other girl. You are now no longer the other girl, or any of the other 5 for that matter. What's the name of this dude sitting in this 4-wheel device? And her name. Your name is Tavros Nitram. You're known to be heavily arrested by ferret and fantasy stories. You have an acute ability to commune with the many creatures of Alternia, a skill you have utilized to capture and train a great many. They're all your friends, as well as your warriors, which you pit in a battle through various of related card and role-playing games. You also engage in Responsible for more extreme role-playing with some of your other friends before you had an accident. You like to engage in the noble practice of Alternian slam poetry. Possibly the oldest, most revered, and certainly freshest art form in your rich history. You have profound assassination with the concept of flight and all lore surrounding the topic. You believe in fairies even though they aren't real. Your troll tag is adios, Toreador, and you are speaking a sort of false manner. What will you do? Tarvos caught to the occasion, played card games immediately. Card games! It's time to duel! Poof! Kickstart a rousing match with Spawn. With the only friend you've got to play in person, your loyal Lucius Tinkerbolt. You take a look at the fashionable hand you dealt yourself and crack a mischievous spell. With the host plush at the ready, you quickly lob an Ugoni bomb and catch your adversary off guard. Oh, it's a head crab. I see. Horseroni, I choose you! Tavros, come on, faithful steed. With a brooding whinny, Horseroni shuffles his mighty hooves and makes short work of the fittest sucker, boosting his vitals. Horseroni is now primed and raring for battle. Look out, Singapore. Tavros, Horseroni, Spawn take slumber buddies. You use your awesome bestial communication abilities to fend the ferocious stallion at your whim. Ferocious stallion to your whim. Tinkerbell can't stand the suspense. Nap time. Everybody wins. Horseroni gains a bunch of levels. In no time he will be ready to breed and you can put him out to start. Good game, everybody. That was a lot of fun. Some other stuff, you guess. Tavros, roll up your ramp. This is how you get to your pre-recuperator con when it's time to rest. Kind of a production getting in and out. Tavros, hop in. You can't fit in all the way in because of your huge horns. It makes it hard to get any solid shut-eye. Oh great, now you're covered in slime. Why did you do this? You're going to have to change your clothes. There goes another solid hour down the tubes. Oh damn, and there goes your four-wheel device on the ramp. That happens a lot. Tavros, take Lance. After a major cleanup rigmarole and a lot of crawling around your respite block, you equip your jousting lance. You like to practice your jousting outside. One day you hope to prove yourself worthy of recruitment into the halls of the dreaded Imperial Cavalry Pest. Assuming you're not slated for calling first on account of your disability, or really any other arbitrary reason. Tavros, admire posters. You wheel over to your favorite poster featuring Poopa Pan. Which is your favorite thing? You always fantasized that one day intrepid young Poopa would come and take you away. Together you would fly to a beautiful paradise planet of legend. So all sort of fanciful stuffs like pirates, treasure, a croon villain with missing arms and a missing eye, and these weird aliens called Indians. You have left your window open since you were very young, just in case people stop by one night and decided to pinch a special stardust on your face. You have had this interest far prior to your accident. Being paralyzed isn't what made you want to be. Fly, that would be dumb and would not make sense. Being paralyzed does make to be able to walk though, way in the future. Over the course of your long journey, at one point you were fitted with a cool pair of robo legs. The guy who likes to build robots built them for you. But then he does like a break. He does like to break them more than he likes to build them. It's usually why he builds them in the first place. Occasionally, though, he will love philanthropy, so alright, misanthropy. Misanthropy. You were lucky enough to have a friend who didn't mind getting her hands dirty on account of her best interest. A friend with a chainsaw. The guy who likes to build robots just stood there and watched. Would always make everyone uncomfortable. Just stand there and watch. Way back again. I wonder who's who. I'm pretty sure this is a Riska. Pretty sure Riska is this one though. But before you had that you scoot around in your wheeled device around the various worlds of the medium and endure all sorts of follies related to your disability, which on account of their great plurality and marginal relevance, we will not get to see just as well. Wow, look what happens when you space out unconsciously the future like that. The messages start piling up. Tabros deal with AG. I'm gonna act in its grip.
Tavros!
Hey!
Red team is going to bite the dust, and I know you're on red team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you totally are. My team's got no use for a boy that can't make no use of his legs.
You're fat. You're fake for a team of losers, full of blind girls and lame boys and cranky imbeciles.
Recognize.
Okay, you're probably right about that. But I shouldn't be talking to you.
Oh.
I promised I won't talk to you anymore.
What? Promise to.
Root for you.
OMG. Who's that? I hate this guy already.
He's, Okay, someone said I should give my self-esteem a name and to be careful about say to make sure I don't hurt feelings.
So it's imaginary, a fake, like I'm making a friend the way fairies are. Made up make-believe fakey fake fairies. I'll tell you to do something so fraudulent.
GA. But I don't know if she was joking about it. It might be a joke, I don't know, but I did it anyway.
Oh man, what a meddler! I hate her meddling. Why is she always meddling? I don't know if it's a joke, but man... I don't think it was a joke. It was more of like... Okay, complete the analogy. Nothing is to a joke as meddling is to... Exactly, that's what she just did to you.
It is worse than a joke. It is worse than anything you can do. Next time, tell you can it. Tell her to can it. That's what I do. She keeps bugging me, and fussing and meddling. What's her deal? I guess it's flattering that she wants to talk to me so much. I guess I don't mind. No. I guess I don't mind. It's cool. Anyway, Tavros, you've been amazingly boring as usual. I'm going to go. Okay. This show needs to get on the freaking road. Believe it or not, the blue team doesn't have a single player in the session yet. Oh, you guys. Like 2 or 3 or such. Unbelievable. I wonder what the holdup is. Oh well, let's face it, you guys need the head start. Okay, anyway. Good luck to you. You'll just be like old times. Winky Spider. Adios, Toria Snore. I reckon it's Grips. He's trolling adios. Sorry, I don't. Bye. Tap with TC. Motherfuck, my brother. I'm so sorry. I kind of zoned out there. That's okay. I wasn't expecting you. I was expecting you to not be zoned out for any reason, so I guess I don't understand your apology. Alright, fuck yeah, it's all good anyway. I just zoned out when I was supposed to be all about being to tell you you're all on my team. Yeah. The red team, you mean? Shit, motherfucker. Yeah, my wicked motherfucker. Okay, that's great. I just heard about this from someone I don't want to talk about, but it still basically qualifies as good news. Fuck! You stole my fucking nose, bro. What's got you up in the gumption to all fucking do this shit like that? I don't know. It's just kind of the obvious thing to do. Stick the circle in front of the dots and behind the bendy ones. Plus, oh yeah, my horns. Maybe we can slam about it. Yeah, I could kick it. I could kick the shit out of some rhymes, bro, and stir up. Fucking hell, Murphin, rip open a bag of harsh whimsy. Yeah, you can talk all. The clown things, which I don't really understand ever, but that's okay, because it's kind of funny. Whereas I'll address some topics pertaining to my interests. And I guess, personal motives. Yeah, fuck yeah, that's how. Shit's all usually up and fucking loaded, bro. First, here's the thing about the game. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about the Ritzing game. Yeah, okay, if I remember right, this is how we're judging this. Shit. There's lots of fucking balls in the air. Disconnected Carla, that's so he's fucking chill. And I'm supposed to connect to her soon and get all. Chill too. But she's in the woods doing something. When she come back, she starts playing. So mean motherfucking time, I'm supposed to get you to connect to me. But I fucking spaced out, I forgot. Because I guess I was way too motherfucking chill all up in the shit. Yeah, I understand. Just download this motherfucker I'm sending to you so we can kick this bitch down the stairs. Okay, I'll do that, and in the meantime, shall I cue up the strict beats? Ah, brother, now you all fuck up and done it. You're fucking wheel deep in a big sloopy massacre pie. It's up with motherfucking whip rhyme. I should get those beats at, motherfucker. Well, I turn up those beats are pretty stern. Set beats to lecture, and I'm kinda going out wild in the Giannop, which I recently installed. God damn! Tell me more while I get my reach for this frosty brew. Okay, imagine an array of beats that sets limits. They got a rulebook. It doesn't pay. Pay to skip it. Because there's not a lot of latitude. They won't stand for the attitude. And crossing them's a habit you'd not really want to get. Because, they get pretty mad at you. Fuck, so fucking fresh. You need to be slapped fucking silly with a mouth like that. And if you've got a problem with it, message. Rapitude. Just let me sneak up on this bottle of Figo and snap its neck like I'm a fucking last assassin. Okay, are those beats still... Okay, are those beats still chill? Yeah. Are they motherfucking strict? Strict? Yeah. Alright. Motherfucking kicking! You both then proceeds out one of the worst wrap-ups in the history of Paradox Space. Oh hey, it's the blind girl. You make your way through the burning woods to meet your losses you never had. It's time for her to hatch. It's now or never. Since the world is about to. And anyway, you suppose it no longer matters. The doomsday scale is tipped. The counterweight of the skull is an ancient mother grub, saying thousands of solar sweeps ago. The egg contains a rare species of dragon which remains blind until maturity, using its other senses to survive. It has balanced the skull here for millennia, waiting for the warmth of a meteor spark forest. Before hatching. In case it wasn't clear, dragons are real. While she slept on her eggs, she would communicate with you in your sleep. After an accident, she would use your dreams to touch you to detect the world around you without vision. As you learn, your dreams become more vivid. Where before there was darkness, odors, and flavors painted a striking picture, you found yourself surrounded by bright honey walls, and in the sky was a huge tasty ball of cotton candy, which is a sweet troll delicacy we wouldn't know anything about. The first time you glimpse of this world in your dreams, there was no turning back. The young Lotus would take to the sky and promptly get herself killed. This would be much more shocking and maybe a little bit more sad if we didn't already know it was going to happen. We already knew this, but of course you didn't. Unsurprising development. Genuine distress! The dragon never smelled it coming. She would fall to a tree high. On your return, she would be scooped up by a sympathetic owl and deposited into the kernel sprout. Then you and she could talk. There would be plenty to discuss. Doomsday device would display the amount of time you had to get back to your hive and enter the medium before the forest was destroyed. At the time, it didn't occur to you to wonder whether the device was directly responsible for the apocalypse. I mean, it served as its precisely calibrated hive picture, and it certainly wouldn't occur to you to cast out on any perceived differences between those things. It wouldn't wait until later, when you were better understood this game, and you were not able to play. Be the other girl. You are now the other girl. Render the girl in a more symbolic manner. That's better. I'll get properly introduced. Who's the spooky lady? I think we should probably just... Actually, we're gonna go through this lady's introduction, then end it. Your name is a god, Aradia Megiddo. You once had a number of interests, which in time you have lost interest in. Seems to recollect once having a fondness for archaeology. Now have trouble in recalling this passion. It nonetheless has led you to your present calling, which came through the discovery of these mystic ruins in which you presently stand, and which you recently desecrated out of boredom. Guiding you to this war, calling were the voices of the dead, which you have been able to hear since you were young. The voices have become louder as the great undoing approaches. This trending escalation began after an accident involving a certain kind of role-playing, which might have been of your interest once upon a time. It doesn't matter much anymore. The accident resulted in the death of your Lucis, which prompted you to leave your home and take up these ruins as residence. On instructions of your ancestors, you have recovered mysterious technology from the ruins and convinced a friend to adapt it into a game that will bring about the destruction of your civilization. And by convince, you suppose you mean tricked. He ostensibly named the game Scrub, which is a word that is not terribly elegant. If it were marketed by a legitimate game company instead of a rapidly patched together by a young hacker, it would be ostensibly be given a better title. He's presently mobilizing 12 friends to play it, including him and yourself. He believes he will lead the blue team, but he is wrong. Your troll tag is apocalypse arisen, and there is typically a pronounced hollowness to your words. What will you do? Aradia retrieve computer. Ouija. It's not up to... This is it. Decide what you retrieve from your Silodex. It's up to the spirits. Looks like the spirits are being cooperative today. If a bit cryptic, as usual. Who's this douchebag? We found this baffling artifact some time ago on one of your digs. The creature on its facade is completely mystifying. It's taken to using it as primary computing devices on account of its bizarre novelty, as well as convenient portability. Oh, look who's bothering you again. It's always bothering you, bugging and fussing and meddling. What's her deal? I guess it's flattering that she wants to talk to you so much, though. You're okay with it. You're okay with a lot of things. Aradia, Humor GA. Hi again, Aradia. Oh no. So I guess tonight you blow everything up. Is there nothing I can do to change your mind? No. Or yes, there's nothing. I know you can't. And you shouldn't pretend as if you believe this as anything. State of my mind, or the decisions it will make or has already made. Yeah, I guess not. I thought it'd be friendly, though. I remind you that you... Be friendly, don't? I you that you do in fact have a hand in all the terrible things that are about to happen. Because that's what friends are for. And the fact that what ensues will be terrible is an immutable fact I am stating for the record. And the fact that we will not be on the same team is similarly immutable. It does not mean that teamwork is what isn't taking place here. Sorry, I didn't follow that. I'll be here to help, if you need me. Okay, thanks. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Waiting for the apocalypse is so boring. I guess you'll check on Solix to see how he's coming along with those teams. And then I had a conversation we already had, which began like this. You set up the teams, and ended like this. Teams, ended like this. I'm coming up. I don't remember his voice. Fuck. Oh, that's her. Did you set up the teams, and ended like this. I'm coming up. Then you went up. Alrighty, yeah, go up. You wonder what she wants. What's with all these girls bugging you and fussing and meddling? Already, get bugged by AG. Radio! Oh boy, that's way too many of the same letter in a row twice.
I know. So we're about to get started, right? Trade socks, yes. Do you have Mr. Two Eyes all befuddled and flustered in your web of lies? Or Mr. Four Eyes? I don't know. Which nickname do you think would be suitably derogatory in this case, Aradia? How about 8 Eyes -7? Thanks to Gouty Spider. I didn't trick him. It's not like that. Okay, whatever. The point is, once you have pulled the finely woven silken mesh over his dumb, different colored eyes, and I will start playing the game. And be the blue team leaders. That's how this will work, right? Wait, do you mind if we were co-leaders? I forgot to ask. I just assumed it was okay with you. I don't care. Great, that's the spirit. And when I bring you into the game, whatever the hell that means, then we can... stuff, right? That's how this works, right? Yes. Awesome, because I have a present for you. It's a surprise and it's going to be great. From me to you. Just from me alone and nobody else. I can't wait to see how your face when you see. Oh, well, I'm sure it will be very thoughtful. Hey, speaking of which, what will the name of our team be? The blue team? No. I know that. I mean the name of our team. You and me, just us, Smiley Spider. I haven't given it any thought, nor did I think such a thing was not for consideration. But if you want to pretend we both have a separate team together, and name the team, knock yourself out. I just thought it would be really fitting, kind of like a fresh start, you know? I don't know, what about our shared interests? I guess I never really thought about this. I guess I'm used to thinking of you as the enemy. There must be some profiles. Come on, let's brainstorm. Man, it'll be great. We'll be unstoppable. Surely you must admit it will be nice to rebound from the team charge debacle. I never think about that anymore. Oh man, I'm so dumb. Here I am running my mouth and opening up own wounds while trying to make amends. What an idiot. It's okay. Hey, speaking of which, that loser isn't going to be on the blue team, is he? Which loser? Your old team, buddy. No. Oh, thank fucking goodness. Talk about dead weight. You made the right choice, leader. I mean, co-leader. I didn't exclude him for that reason, or at all. You're just not getting it. You never listen. Man, now I've got this huge beef grub locked in my nook just thinking about him. So go give him a hard time. Let me know when you're live. Later. Don't do that, it's really childish. Oh, wow. I think that's where we're gonna have to end for today. No one showed up. Love it when that happens. Today was pretty interesting. We learned a lot about the trolls. And now, it's time. It's risk time, baby. Anyway, that'll be later, probably. I guess. Or maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, this is where I'm gonna have to end. I'm too fucking tired, and I just need to shut everything. But it has been fun to go over 2,000 pages now. Wow, I'm like a fourth through it. Well, anyway, see you guys later. Bye. Oh, wait, that's not how I usually do my outro. I do it like this. Jizz up! Out!